Estamos de regreso y la semana pasada fue el gran estreno de la película Black Widow, Viuda Negra, que ya está en las salas de cine de nuestro país de la mano de Film Magic. Una película con muchísima acción, con muchas peleas y sobre todo con una interesante historia, porque conocemos un poco más sobre el personaje de Natasha, que es interpretado por Scarlett Johansson. En diciembre del 2019 se había hecho la presentación de la película en la Comicon en Brasil. Ahí pudimos estar con Trece, pude charlar con Brad Winderbaum, que es el productor de la película. Es una persona súper carismática, súper divertida, que ya lleva muchísimos años trabajando en Marvel, a pesar de ser bastante joven. Con él hablamos de la película, de lo que es trabajar con Scarlett, con la directora también Kate y mucho más. Compartimos de vuelta la charla con ustedes. Hi Brad, welcome to Paraguay, although we are in Brazil.
It's true. It's my first time in South America at all. And
that's awesome.
It's too brief, I have to come back, and I have to come to Paraguay.
You have to go to Paraguay. So how long have you been working with Marvel? And do you remember what your first impression was?
I've been at Marvel Studios, I can't believe I'm saying this, for over 10 years.
10 years?
Over 10 years.
You're so young.
I know, well, I kind of grew up there. You know, I was fortunate enough to find my way on, to sneak my way onto the Iron Man 1 set, and then I kind of just never left. And now Kevin, thankfully, trusts me to make these movies with them.
Cool. You've worked on many major superhero blockbusters. I know you want to say not superhero movies, a movie about superhero. That's what you
right.
said.
Yeah.
And what was the greatest challenge when it comes to Black Widow?
You know, the greatest challenge when it comes to Black Widow, I think that makes the movie very unique, is that we know the character's destiny. Mm-hmm. We know what's going to happen to her in Endgame. So how do you build tension around a character whose fate you already know? But the truth is that you have an amazing actor in Scarlett Johansson who is able to just really bring you to these depths through her very human performance and unlock parts of this character you never knew existed before. And she's surrounded by an incredible cast. Florence Pugh, David Harbour, Rachel Weisz. I mean, these actors are really giving it their all on screen, and I'm so excited for people to see this film because it really is, you know, in the hands of Kate Shortland, our director, a real emotional journey that I think is going to be unexpected and exciting to people.
How was working with Kate?
Working with Kate was amazing. She's one of the strongest filmmakers, but also one of the strongest people I've ever met. She really, she feels things very deeply, and she's really able to express those feelings on screen in a way that is very rare with filmmakers. And we're so fortunate to have her behind the helm of Black Widow.
And how was it working with Scarlett Johansson?
Phenomenal. You know, Scarlett's a producer on the films. She really took ownership in this project. And also for Scarlett, it's a very personal journey, I think. You know, she's been building this character over the last 10 years.
10 years.
And now she gets to tell a story where she unlocks doors that have previously been closed to the audience and really reveal things about Natasha Romanoff that have been a mystery to us.
We're gonna miss Natasha very much. You too, I
Yes,
suppose.
absolutely.
When did you all decide to make the movie, and how did you all keep so secret everything?
Well, you know, I'm always shocked when we're able to keep anything a secret.
Yes.
Considering
It's not
how many
easy.
people, it's crazy. But there's nothing like being in a cinema and seeing people react and feel surprised by things that we've been holding on to so tightly for so long. I mean, that's the best, and that's why we do it. And in terms of Black Widow, we've wanted to make a Black Widow movie for years. We've had this Infinity Saga where she's literally been in a film every year, and it's great to finally have the opportunity to not just solve the mysteries of her past, but also, in a way that I think will be surprising, tee up the future of the MCU as well.
Cool. And the last, can you remember one funny story that happened while filming?
Oh, there's so many, but you know, I remember bringing my kids to meet David Harbour on set, and he is very method and was in character. and he was speaking with a Russian accent and was this wild man acting like the Red Guardian, and they loved it. It was so much fun.
Do you have picture for that?
I do. It would take like 15 minutes to find it on my phone.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, we don't have many time, so can you invite the people in Paraguay to go and see the movie, which will be arrive in April 2020.
Paraguay, come out and see Black Widow starring Scarlett Johansson in 2020. Can't wait to see you there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
3, 2, 1, action!
Black Widow is something that the Marvel Universe has never experienced before.
The action in this film is real.
You have these huge armored vehicles going through these iconic streets in Budapest. Budapest itself is so important to who Natasha really is and what drives her. And she finds this family from her past there.
¿Que hablaremos como adultas?
¿Es lo que somos?
Within like 2 days of knowing Scarlett, I was just ramming her into a door frame. All the fighting in this film is so emotional and about not knowing how to say what you feel. También me alegra verte, hermana.
There's some of the most intense fights that we've had in the MCU.
There's this big fight scene in this enormous prison. There were 400 extras.
This doesn't feel like a movie, it feels real.
I wanted to create something really visceral and fun, but to talk about Natasha as a human being, to let audiences see a side of her that they had never seen before.
I've spent a decade of time with this character, and she's finally able to write her own story.
Ya me cansé de huir de mi pasado.